Did you know that League of Legends was originally created and marketed to be the successor to the popular Warcraft 3 mod Dota? I bet you did, a lot of people do. What you may have not known though is that while Dota was the popular driving force behind the newly emerging MOBA or action RTS genre, it wasn't actually the mod that created it. The game that kicked everything off was a mod created by a StarCraft player named Eon64 back in 1999 for the original StarCraft. This mod, titled Eon of Strife, was meant to streamline the RTS experience by taking out all the resource gathering and base building. A player would control a single unit, part of a team with 3 other players, aided by weak computer-controlled units, and would be put up against a much stronger AI faction. There were 8 characters to choose from without any special abilities, only armor and weapons upgrades to purchase, and no leveling system. Although this mod was much simpler than most MOBA games we know of today, this is the original mod that was able to garner enough of a fan base to have a number of modders bring it into Blizzard's next game, Warcraft 3, where a particular fan named Ewell called his variant Defense of the Ancients, or simply Dota. It's interesting to think that because the original Eon of Strife and early Dota mods were against computer-controlled opponents, when you play against bots or play co-op vs AI in League of Legends, you're actually technically playing a game more structurally similar to the original mods that started everything, rather than when you play normals or ranked, even if the AI in League of Legends is significantly weaker. For the first few years of League of Legends' release, Riot would celebrate holidays by reskinning Summoner's Rift. They released the Harrowing Summoner's Rift during the fall of 2010, and a Snowdown Showdown Summoner's Rift in the winter of 2009, 10, and 11. While these maps have now been retired due to some players complaining about the bright colors and difficulty seeing the map, the Harrowing Summoner's Rift had a couple cool secrets for players to find. If you were to go to the grave located outside the Baron Pit and wait a couple of seconds, a ghost of the champion Urf would appear for a few moments before flying back into the ground. If you were to bring the champion Warwick, the champion who killed Urf in the lore, over to Urf's grave, the ghost of Urf would actually throw his spatula and deal 1 damage to Warwick. Though this damage couldn't perform a killing blow, the funny thing about this little Easter egg is that spatula would actually pop spell shields, leading to a few players complaining on the forums that this little Easter egg ended up having a huge effect on teamfights that took place in that area. If they had a Warwick on their team with Banshee's Veil, it would always be popped whenever a teamfight occurred nearby, leaving him vulnerable to an enemy's engage, and because both Warwick and Banshees were fairly popular at the time, this Easter egg caused some funny situations. Another cool secret on the map lay in the very bottom right hand corner, where if you were to scroll all the way down past bottom lane, you'd be able to see 3 wooden coffins containing 3 rumored heroes, a Verdrian, Plant King, and the Voodoo Shaman, all champions who were previously in development. It's been thought that this was a sort of nail-in-the-coffin statement confirming their cancellation for various reasons. Plant King was cancelled due to not fitting in with the League of Legends artistic theme, while the Voodoo Shaman has been thought to be reworked into what is now Swain. However, a Verdrian seems to have gotten further in development than his other 2 brethren, possibly almost becoming a fully released champion even after this nail-in-the-coffin announcement. Rioter Nocturne, the lead effects artist, had a Verdrian as his avatar on the forums for quite a while, and when questioned about it was quoted saying, "I'm trying so hard to make a Verdrian a reality. If they close the door on him, I will change my avatar." Eventually, in July of 2011, 3 months after making this announcement, he changed his avatar to the skin Ravager Nocturne, meaning a Verdrian had finally been cancelled. One of the other many cancelled champions, codenamed by the development team as Seth, may still be released at a later date. The only thing we really know about him is that he's an unnamed sand mage who was in development but cut due to time constraints. Morello had stated on the forums that the design team wasn't able to finish him within the allotted time they had for developing a champion, but while Seth currently is shelved, he's a cool concept and may be looked at again at a later date. Seth was actually referenced by Riot recently with the release of Lissandra and the Howling Abyss, where if you play as Lissandra and speak to the Hermit, he'll sometimes be quoted as saying, "Are you the sand witch I've heard so much about? Now I'm hungry." While this may just be a pun on the word sandwich, this is probably also a reference to Seth, whose abilities focus on sand and dust. And finally, speaking of upcoming champions, Riot has given us a lot of information about champions currently in development. Certainly T stated at ArcadeCon that there are many upcoming monster champions that they're working on that we'll be seeing soon. He also stated that it's very likely both Kog'Maw's dad and Kassadin's daughter will be released this year, with Kassadin's daughter being mentioned during his talk of monster champions, meaning she'll probably be in some sort of monstrous form. Ao Shin, the Storm Dragon, was teased during the Chinese qualifying stream and also appeared in the Spirit Udyr comic. And finally, there's been an almost goofy-looking cloud with legs that's made multiple cameo appearances in the background of a number of skins, leading fans to believe this odd-looking creature may be an upcoming champion. Thank you all very much for watching my video. If you liked it, be sure to tell me in the comments below. I had a lot of fun making this one and may make more like it in the future if you're interested. Also, don't forget to subscribe for more of my videos, like me on Facebook, follow me on Twitter, and also check out Did You Know Gaming for more trivia about all your favorite games. I hope you all enjoyed the video, and until next time, thank you very much for watching, good luck in solo queue, and have a wonderful day.